switch the game on the stream to Final Fantasy II. And let's go ahead and recap where we are with Final Fantasy II. Where we are is... Oh, no, that's not true. I have it written down right here. The rebels have been... Here, I'll read this once we're actually in the game. But for now, you need to be able to see the game. I've made the mistake of just jabbering on without making sure that the game appears on stream. And that is embarrassing. And I'm not going to do that today. So... Come on, come to your senses, Hunter. What do you do? Huh? Huh? What do you do? What do you say to the god of streaming fails? Not today. Not today. Yes. Yes. I found the places to click. Yes. Thank you, children. Thank you. All right, so Final Fantasy II. What are we doing? WWD. The rebels have been hit hard by the Empire, terrorizing them with their massive airship, the Dreadnought. In a play to destroy it, we're going to retrieve the Sunfire, but to be able to wield it, we'll need the Goddess Bell. That's in a cave way up north, deep in the snowy area. Local martial artist and family man Joseph, sympathetic to the rebel cause, joins our party and lends us use of his snowcraft. With the snowcraft secured, we're en route to obtain the Goddess Bell. And that's where we are. Let's get a fucking move on. 30 minutes on the clock. Here we go. It is Final Fantasy II. Final Fantasy II. Oh, and I have a thing for this. I'm sorry. Just a second. What are you doing? Wait, no. Here we go. Yeah. Now you always know sort of what Final Fantasy is. I could make that a little bit less opaque, or a little more opaque. Yeah, there we go. Now you can always see and always know what Final Fantasy you are watching me play. Yeah, I'll add a minute. All right, let's go. Final Fantasy II. So, okay, actually, though, next on the agenda for this, did all that. Oh, yeah, we are going to Snowfield to the Snow Cavern, and apparently we are going to meet a beaver there, and that will be interesting. Yeah, so we just picked up whatever the fuck. Oh yeah, we need the snowcraft. That's what we needed. We picked it up. We have it now. Everything's okay with it. Joseph Paunch. He didn't get the opportunity to paunch, but let me tell you, he paunches for real. Goblins, you ain't shit. Just like in Magic the Gathering. That said, everybody's had a point, especially when I was broke playing Magic, where they just went with the red deck. And a lot of the times, the best red deck available in a certain format is goblins. And, well, yeah, goblins. And there's characters like Krenko, who's a mob boss. It's kind of funny to think of goblins organizing themselves into organized crime syndicates, wearing suits, but then they go full goblin mode when they have to, like they see a gold coin or something. I don't know. Is that a stereotype? Like anything that is a stereotype of anyone, like if I say that that's a stereotype of something that doesn't exist, I still feel like, oh, someone's gonna get me for this. And I guess that is not the reason I feel like bad. I just like, I don't know, it's adjacent to something that I try not to do. As an impulsive person, I have thoughts about where I definitely don't want to go with my impulses. And I worry every day that I will cross those lines. And it scares me. But after almost 30 years, I have self-confidence roughly. I'm on Twitch. Alrighty. So this is Salomon. This is where Joseph is from. We've already picked up the snowcraft. That's why we went out to Semet Falls. So we don't actually need to be here except to heal, which we just did. Let's actually pick up some items. That'll be worth doing. 3 separate people I need to talk to fucking buy items in this game. It's really annoying. No, it's not. It's fine. I think we have enough there. Yeah, that's fine. Just one. If that's the expense of something that heals like one person of one status ailment, then we're not going to get that often, I'm pretty sure. Cottage would be nice. Wow, shit is expensive though. Anyway, yeah. Snowcraft like snowcraft, am I right? Yeah. Fuck off, soldier. Soldier boy, not in here anymore. Respectable massacring, respectable. Yeah, alright, so our snowcraft has a sail. I forgot that detail. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to whack my tail. I guess I'm rhyming now. No, I'm done. You get 1. Or 5. However you count rhymes. Like 2 bars is 1 rhyme, right? I'm not crazy, right? That's not 2 rhymes. Okay, whatever. Sail. We're getting pretty strong at the things that we're doing. That is what you do in this game. It's skill based. It's a lot like Skyrim or Oblivion. Elder Scrolls games. You level up what you do. Alright, we made it to the snowy cavern. And it's full of zombos and creepos. Thank you for saving me from the zombos and the creepos. And the snowmos. And the bozos and the bezos. And the ghoul guys. 300 gil? Measly. Measly. Fucking beans. I wasn't gonna leave it though. Y'all ain't shit. Salty ass snowman. Snowy ass saltman. They're just called deadheads. How fun is that? I mean, it's not as fun as Dragon Quest, but speaking purely in terms of ridiculousness, the names of enemies in Dragon Quest are pretty fucking hilariously insane. Why can't they go in there? What's the fucking problem? Ooh, 24 damage too much, buddy. 24 damage too much. Splish splash. Wow, I took a grenade. You know, a lot of people will talk about how they could take a grenade, but I just did. You just showed... They're the same picture. They're the same picture meme. I want that on my soundboard now. I should write that down. I'm not gonna... We have a timer running, guys. I can't write everything down. Look at the map. Oh, do we backtrack for the chest? Curses. Curse my compulsive nature. At least we're strong, you know? At least these battles ain't shit. Icicle. That's our name for you. It's just kind of misleading. Like, if I'm pointing behind someone, like, hey, watch out for that icicle. If I really want to warn them, like, you think that I would want it to be clear what the fuck it is I'm talking about and what they're about to turn around and see. If I say icicle, I feel like they don't know. They don't know what to expect. They're like, yeah, like an icicle, like a literal icicle. They get huge in caves, right? Or am I just thinking of cartoons? Or am I just thinking of stalagmites? Let me know. If you know about caves, let me know. Anyone in chat know about caves? Tell me a little bit about caves. How'd you get to know so much about caves? What do you think about the Werner Herzog movie Cave of Forgotten Dreams? That's my favorite cave movie. I bet if I saw a movie with Nick Cave, I'd probably like it. Probably my speed. But you know, like so many things, I'm on the outside looking in, like that looks like a thing to get into and I could get into it. But do I have the time to take on a new obsession? I'm gonna like this. I know I'm gonna like this, but I'm going to decline because I'm worried about myself liking it too much. And that's why these days I make space for indulgences. Like the pre-Reformation Catholic Church. That's a great joke. I'm awesome. They're called deadheads. Still great. just an antidote. I feel robbed. I know I should probably respond with gratitude. But you know what? There's a time and place for pettiness. And games is a great time and place for pettiness. Achievement unlocked. Rookie treasure hunter. Monsters. Oh no. It's a fucking box full of grenades. That kind of hurt. Oh. Joseph. It's okay. We'll pick him up. It's gonna be okay. Here, let's sort. Also, someone's got to learn teleport, and I think it's Miss Moida. Phoenix down is what we want to use on our boy Joseph, who was, of course, a man, not a boy. I mean not to demean. Look at him punch. Such a good puncher. Better puncher than Poncha from Emperor's New Groove. I don't know why I turned into Ringo Starr there. Poncha. He's a better puncher than the Poncha from Emperor's New Groove. Viewer count down. Yes. I can be myself now. I can be myself now. Nah, just kidding. I'm always myself. Always. These days, at least. And that's another thing, you know, letting things into my life, it changes the integrity of myself. Things that I've become very interested in. People I like as friends, you know, they become a part of you. And are you ready to change? Whoa, bro. Whoa. I know. I'm up my ass on this one. But you gotta fill. You gotta fill. I'm so happy I got this green screen hung. That's how you, that icicles, you know, you don't expect icicles to be tough, and they're not. Can I make a full meal out of that? Talking about icicles, can I do that? No, no one's that talented. Chest contained potion. Uh-oh. 6 goblins and 2 grenades. That's AKA a drunk bus driver. I don't know. Remember that episode of Jimmy Neutron where he was working at the burger joint and they had like code names for all of the fucking possible combinations of order, and that's just like what worked for Sheen. And yeah, so people put in their order and he'd be like, okay, one jaywalking pigeon coming right up, but it would like mean their order. Anyway, that's the joke I'm making, roughly, approximately. This is approximately comedy. No. What was the tagline or the catchphrase that Auntie Donna used early in their podcast history? This is not entertainment. This is not entertainment. This is serious business. You know, I've only seen even numbers of viewer counts as I've started this stream. And I did also start it posting in various places, bring a date. So if you brought a date, let me know. And I will probably lightly toast your ass for for even listening to me. No, I'm sorry. It'd be sweet. I mean, come on, like, that's the part of me that gets down on me. There's cool people worth watching stream. And everybody has cool parts of them, I think. I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess some people are just bad. Some people you don't want to see stream. Who do you least want to see stream? Trying to think. Who would I least want to see stream? Probably Donald Trump or Vladimir Putin would be pretty gross. Just him with a headset. You can imagine that. But he's like directing a drone strike with a PlayStation 5 controller. Like, okay. I mean, that, as goofy an image as that is, like, it makes me mad because he gets to be a child. He just gets to. So yeah, I like to say I'm at the angry jokes phase of being an American, but really I mean being a person in the world today. I just think that we need to spare no negative impulse as we seek to roast those in power. Anyway, we are, I think, almost done with this dungeon. I like that we are, I think, kind of approaching the ability to tackle multiple dungeons per 30-minute period. As long as we are planning ahead, which we did. We had a whole scheme stream on Tuesday. I'll probably have another scheme stream again on this Tuesday. I think that's the pattern that works well for me. You know, Thursday I'll play a game of my choice. Thursday is a wild card. Saturdays I do the 10-game gauntlet. And as I complete these, or not complete, but finish these Final Fantasy games, I'm going to replace them with adjacent titles, and then start branching out from there. For example, I'm thinking as soon as we beat Final Fantasy 1, and this is Final Fantasy 2, we will replace it with Strangers of Paradise, or whatever it is, that game that recently came out where that guy is obsessed with chaos. Crazy how he's all obsessed with chaos. But that takes place in the Final Fantasy 1 world, so it's, I think, a natural thing to do after we beat Final Fantasy 1, because we get to, yeah, chaos, hell yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking there. But then as we exhaust games in like the Final Fantasy 1 universe, we will probably switch to other games that came around that came out around the same time as Final Fantasy 1, and then kind of keep that going roughly for all the other games as we kick their butts. And that is my plan. So many icicles. And of course, like games with direct sequels, like Final Fantasy X. We'll play Final Fantasy X too after. That's what I think. That'll take a slot. But yeah, I see them as slots that will be occupied. Where the hell are we actually going? It's not the door on the left. Is it the door on the right? Or is this whole floor a dead end? Floor a dead end. That reminds me of that's Florida. That does describe Florida. Florida dead end. That's a completely unwieldy thing to call it, but it was what flashed into my mind. And you know I'm going off the top. Cute critters! Snook! Shit! Snook! Shit! Snook! Shit! Snook! chit. Snook chit? Oh. Buddy speak beaver. I don't know what Buddy's deal is. He's an orphan like the rest of us, but for some reason he speak beaver. Goddess Bell. Can you tell me about the Goddess Bell? You got that shit, bro? Secret passage in wall to right. Monster God Bell. Bell in wall. Snook chit? Bell in wall. Okay. Assuming we still have to walk a ways. I thought the beaver was gonna fucking give me the bell. This is annoying. Do-it-yourself bell retrieval. What the fuck is this? Customer service ain't what it used to be, is all I'm saying. And it's these damn millennials' faults. And their avocado toast. And they're not buying houses. Buy a house, millennial. I'm in a house. No, I do not own this house. Nice. Getting pretty good. As you can see, Final Fantasy II is really easy. And a lot of the reason for that is the skill system, where as long as you don't change what you do, as long as you play it boring and don't fuck around with the variety of ways to play, you're gonna be stronger for that. You're gonna be rewarded for that. So it de-incentivizes exploration as far as its systems go. Bit of an unfortunate fact about Final Fantasy II. However, the idea of changing up the leveling system, completely going to a different place with it, while also keeping in its heart, like, what is Final Fantasy about the narrative and whatnot, they will keep up that pattern, and that's where it starts. So I appreciate it for that, most of all. All right. We haven't done this in a while. Let's optimize equipment. And then remove held equipment from Joseph because he's a pauncher. And you know what? We will quick save, even though it's basically cheating. Quick save's not available in 7 through 10, as far as I'm aware. So forgive me as I do it. With the first 6 games, it is kind of necessary to keep things rolling, not get bottlenecked. Yep. And what do you do? Actually, let's go ahead and cure all of our guys. You can just do that in this game. And just set them to doing this. Uh-oh. Needs to be hit with magic. That's what that is. I can tell. Okay, that's not very much for cure. I need to cure more with Miss Moida. But in the meantime, we are definitamente switching to throwing fire at these fucks because physical damage does not appear to do much against the Adamantois. I assume that's how you say it, Adamantois? Someone who speaks French, tell me. I think it's probably Adamantis, because you do spell tortoise that way? I should know this. Anyway, in Maryland, we call them terrapins. If you don't get that, college sports, UMD. Not much to get, but there you go. Anyone else needs me to explain a joke here or there? Just say so. I generally try to not do that. But I'm also happy to. Okay, so this is just... Oh, yeah, that's that door that we couldn't go through earlier. Right, so we have the Goddess Bell now, which means that we... I actually don't know where we go. I don't know where we go. Well, it seems obvious to me that we head back to Salamand. All right, and that'll run out our clock. Uh-oh. I see some plot coming. There's an NPC. I see some plot ahead. Oh, damn. She can just cast fire over and over again and it's going to get strong. That's fucking insane. All right. So 2 also introduces the formation, which is actually a lot longer lived in the Final Fantasy series than the other thing it introduced, which is skill-based leveling. So I just put Miss Moida in the back, which means that physical attacks do half damage to her. Additionally, physical damage that she does is halved. However, magic still does full damage both ways. And since she's casting a bunch of fire now, I figure I might as well keep her a little bit more protected. Oh, Borgin. First you're in me standing with the Emperor, and now this. The Emperor will never forgive me for messing this up. If I ever go back to the Empire, he'll have me head. But I'm still... Wait, what? If I'm going to die, you're coming with me. Okay, I guess this guy works for the Empire. There's always an evil Empire. Always an evil Empire. And behind that, another evil Empire. And what's behind this evil Empire? Another evil Empire. It's evil empires all the way down, guys. Evil empires all the way down. And then eventually you do start hitting turtles. All right, we might be breaking this game because that was easy. And fire leveled up again, so it's going to be even easier in the future. Final Fantasy II, what an oddity. I may have lost, but don't think you've won. I've booby-trapped this cave. Just a little parting gift from me to you. He's Mr. Craps. I'll be waiting for ye in hell. Oh, he is dying. He does die. The booby traps were the last thing that he brought to the table. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What's Joseph gonna do? Oh, no, Joseph, no. Go on. Get out. We not leave you. I can't hold it much longer. Run. And we book it. It's up to you now, Fifi. My sweet Nelly. Nelly is family. Fifi is, I think, our leader. That's what I named them. Joseph. Wow, he looks like a little burrito wrapped in green tinfoil. That's honestly what he looked like. I'm sorry. But, like, I meant that in the way of, like, looking at a sleeping dead man in a casket, like, oh, it looks like he's sleeping. He looks very... I don't know. I think a burrito looks good. Sometimes. You ever look at a burrito and you're like, that is a handsome burrito. Studly burrito. Constantly. Sarah gets it. This is why we're in a relationship. Because we both are burrito sexual. We can both see burritos go by and be like, damn, that burrito got a fat ass. We can both do that. And it's convenient in that way. I see you using case emotes. One day I'll have my own emotes. Then we'll show them. We'll, be even more of a somebody. All right. So we're out of time here on Final Fantasy II, but just to be nice and clean about it, I'm going to take us all the way back to Salamand, and may or may not go and break the news to Joseph's daughter. Nelly. I just don't know why they're called icicles. Like, they don't even hang, right? Don't you gotta hang to be an icicle? I mean, I guess to kind of hang around, whatever. But that's a stretch. It's such a stretch. So on the nose, if that's the case. All right. Thank you, Snowcraft. You have served us well. Oh, well, I guess we'll say that in just a second. Icicle monsters! Whoa! Yep, we on the snowy tundra with our Ford F-150. We can haul anything, even a dead man's carcass, back to his family to give them closure. That's what I use my Ford F-150 for. That makes it sound like the Ford F-154. No, that would be wrong. All right, so while this wraps up, let's go ahead and do a little bit of, or get ready to do a little bit of journaling. Crown in. Okay, so this is for the first game. This is what we did. This is a summary. Spears leveled up for that guy. All right, if I make it to right here, yes, I'm just gonna save. There. What a pretty save file. Yeah, that was green. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and, what did we get done in Final Fantasy 1? We defeated the evil Knight Garland. Yes. We got the crown. Crown in hand. We set off for, we head to the Western Keep, where we fight the evil dark elf king, awoken by retrieval of the crown, I guess. Probably. From him we get the defeating him, we take his the crystal eye, which was in the the crystal eye in his possession, and bring it to its owner, which Matoya. She gives us a tonic to save the benevolent elf prince, and we bring it to him, saving his life. Yeah. Okay. Final Fantasy 2. With Snowcraft secured, we retrieve the bell, but spoilers, close your eyes for 10 seconds. I was to say close your eyes. Joseph dies in the process. Bell in hand, I love using that phrase. We return to Salamand to break the news to Joseph's family. That's fucking rough, bro. All right, let's go ahead and switch on over to Final Fantasy 3. Boo boo da boo da boo boo. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I see you, Sarah, in chat, and I see you, Greg, from before. It was a long time ago. It was only an hour, though. I don't know what I'm smoking. It was 2 whole Final Fantasies ago. Yeah, so Final Fantasy 3. Let's get this shit running. Here, sort by name. Wow, they're all together now. This is so convenient. Final Fantasy 3, let's go. All right, where are we in Final Fantasy 3?